Emotional intelligence, the key to effective leadership in crisis. Hi, leaders and aspiring leaders. Today, we're discussing one of the most important traits for leadership, especially during challenging times: emotional intelligence, or EI. Research shows that leaders with high emotional intelligence are far more effective at managing crisis. Let's dive into why that is and explore some practical tips that can help you leverage EI to become a more resilient leader. First, emotionally intelligent leaders excel at staying calm under pressure. When crises hit, emotions often run high and it's easy to react impulsively. However, leaders with strong EI know how to self-regulate their emotions and take a moment to assess the situation before responding. This calm demeanor doesn't just benefit the leader, it creates a ripple effect that spreads across the team. When your team sees you staying composed, they feel more secure and confident. Tip number 1, practice mindfulness techniques. Even just a few minutes of deep breathing or a quick mental reset during a crisis can make a huge difference in your ability to remain calm and think clearly. Tip number 2, develop a mantra or simple phrase to remind yourself to stay calm, like pause, then act. This helps you rewire your brain to focus on solutions rather than getting caught up in stress. Leaders with high emotional intelligence are also known for their enhanced crisis management skills. In fact, they are 60% more proficient at creating productive teamwork and keeping employees satisfied even during tough times. One of the reasons they excel is the ability to respond to the human side of crisis. They lead with empathy and clarity. They're able to acknowledge the emotions of their team while steering the organization toward practical solutions. Tip number 3, during a crisis, acknowledge the emotions of your team before diving into solutions. A simple, "I understand how stressful this is for everyone," can go a long way in making your team feel heard and supported. Tip number 4, delegate effectively. Emotionally intelligent leaders know their limits and empower others to take on responsibilities. Trusting your team during high-pressure situations not only lightens your load, but also boosts their morale. Effective communication is crucial during a crisis, and emotionally intelligent leaders take it a step further. They are excellent at reading both verbal and nonverbal cues and tailoring their communication to the needs of their audience. Moreover, they understand what others are feeling, both from a cognitive and emotional perspective, which allows them to connect more deeply with their team. Tip number 5, when communicating in a crisis, remember the rule of 3. Be clear, concise, and consistent. Repeat your key messages at least 3 times during different points in the discussion to ensure clarity. Tip number 6, pay attention to your body language and tone of voice. In virtual settings, eye contact, a warm tone, and open gestures go a long way in conveying empathy and reassurance. Emotionally intelligent leaders play a critical role in building trust and resilience within their teams, which is especially important during a crisis. When the going gets tough, teams need to feel that they can rely on their leader and on each other. EI leaders create an environment where trust and collaboration thrive by being transparent and showing empathy. They also help establish a culture that values emotional well-being, helping teams adapt, innovate, and stay resilient in the face of challenges. Tip number 7, host regular check-ins to gauge how your team is feeling, not just about work, but about their well-being. Encourage them to share openly and offer support where necessary. Tip number 8, during crisis, celebrate small wins and progress. This helps your team feel a sense of achievement and stay motivated even when the larger crisis isn't fully resolved yet. Crises often lead to heightened tension and potential conflicts within teams. However, emotionally intelligent leaders are skilled at managing conflict because they can navigate the emotional undercurrents of situations. They know how to approach sensitive topics without escalating tensions and create a safe space for resolving conflicts constructively. Tip number 9, when dealing with conflict, ask open-ended questions like, can you help me understand your perspective? This encourages dialogue and reduces defensiveness. Tip number 10, focus on solutions, not blame. Instead of getting caught up in the cycle of what went wrong, emotionally intelligent leaders guide the conversation toward what can be done to move forward. The long-term benefits of emotionally intelligent leadership during a crisis can't be overstated. Companies led by these leaders are more adaptable, see a 20% increase in team effectiveness, and experience significantly lower employee turnover rates. In the long run, EI leads to stronger, more resilient organizations that are better equipped to navigate future challenges. Tip number 11. After a crisis, hold a debrief session to discuss what worked and what didn't. This fosters a culture of continuous learning and helps your team feel involved in improving processes for the future. Tip number 12, invest in EI development for yourself and your team. This can be done through workshops, coaching, or self-reflection exercises. Emotional intelligence is a skill that can be nurtured over time. In conclusion, emotional intelligence is a crucial factor in effective leadership during crisis. Leaders with high EI can navigate complex situations, manage conflicts, communicate clearly, and build trust, ultimately guiding their teams towards success even in the toughest of times. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button for more insights on leadership and personal development. Let's continue to grow and lead together.